Today I am doing a collab with Makeup Queenie, and today's collab is not about makeup, it is actually about earrings. So it's got nothing to do with makeup. And Queenie did not very long ago, she did a video on some new earrings that she'd brought, and I had done a video showing the earrings I'd bought when I was in Australia. So in her video she said, oh, should I do an earring collection video, would that be interesting? And I said, oh, I'll do it with you because I've got lots of earrings to show as well. So she said, yeah, sure, let's do it together. So that's what we're doing today. So Queenie is a wonderful person, and I encourage you to go and follow her and go and check out her earring collection as well. And she also does amazing makeup looks and has lots of fun with it, and that's what it's all about, having fun with it. So go check her out, and I will link her down below. I've had my ears pierced since I was 13, and that was the youngest we were allowed to get ours done. I was the youngest daughter of 4, so I was dying to get mine done because everyone else had theirs done. So I had to wait till I was 13 because everyone else got theirs done at 13. And I distinctly remember my sisters all saying, oh, it doesn't hurt, it doesn't hurt. And the first one went in and I just about shot through the roof because, yes, it does hurt. So I've had one hole since I was 13 years old, and I've been collecting earrings since then, and so you can imagine I've got quite a few. I am not going to count them because there are too many and I don't want to know how many there are, but I'll give you a little overview of where I keep my collection. So just before Christmas, I decided to get my second hole done. And then while we were in Australia, I decided to get a third hole done. So now I have 3. So the artist in me didn't like 2. It said you need an odd number to make it look good, so I ended up with 3. So I'm going to stop there though at the moment, I think. I don't think I'm going to have any more. 3, I think, is my limit. So I can't show you every pair of earrings I own because we would be here all day because I have so many. So I'm just going to shoot over, show you a shot of my collection, and then I'll come back here and show you some particular ones and what they mean to me, if anything. So here is where I keep my jewellery for my jewellery collection, and I have a few little containers up here and some little ones here. These little containers here are ones that my girls have brought me. I like little boxes. And this one here is one that my husband brought me, and that was the very first Mother's Day present. And there's a bit of a funny story to that one because he hadn't brought me anything for the very first Mother's Day, so he kind of got told off, and then a couple of weeks later he brought me this jewellery box, and never again has he forgotten that he needs to make sure the girls buy me something for Mother's Day. And then I've got this organiser here, so I have my jewellery colour coded. There's my silver, the green, black, and then this little box here my girls brought me one birthday. So it has little drawers in it. And in this box here I've got the earrings that Kaylee Weasley brought me. And then my collection has grown so much that I've ended up going into here because I wanted to organise them where I could see everything. So there are my blue ones and my red ones. And I don't have many yellow ones, so actually they're not earrings on this yellow one, those are bracelets. So I'm just going to go through a few that are special to me, and I'll do that on my other camera so that you're not all shaky. So that was a quick overview of what my earring collection looks like, and it has grown a lot in the last 2 years, I would say, although it's always been quite big. And the other thing that has changed in my earring tastes is, as the years go by, and especially since I've been on YouTube, my earrings are getting bigger and bigger. So I thought I'd go through and show you a few pairs. Now, my oldest pair of earrings, and also probably the most sentimental pair that I have, is actually this pair here. If I can get them to sit around the right way. These used to be clip-on earrings, and these used to be my mum's. These were the earrings that my mum wore to her wedding. And she never had holes in her ears because she hated anyone touching her ears. And she didn't even like touching her own ears, so she never actually wore earrings. But on her wedding day, she wore these earrings here. And I've converted them so that I can wear them. She gave them to me, and they sat in my collection for a long time before I figured out what to do with them. So those are my oldest and most sentimental pair of earrings. And another pair of earrings that are sentimental, I think, are my blue ones. Are very tiny. These little tiny ones here. These are actually dark blue sapphires, but they look black. And I had a necklace that went with it, and I don't know what happened to the necklace. I'm really annoyed that I had lost it. But these ones with the necklace was a birthday present to me from my dad. So it's not very often that my dad actually picked out my birthday presents when I was young, and I would have been in my early teens when I got those. So because my dad bought those for me, those were special, and so I've kept those. And you would have noticed that I like to colour coordinate my earrings. I've just recently redone it because after my Australia haul I had too many and I needed to change things around. And while we're in the blue category, some more that are sentimental to me, these ones here. So this is actually a ring, and these are a pair of earrings. They're not an exact match because these ones belong to my sister Kathleen, who has since passed away, and so I kind of inherited them from her. And they were actually dug up by her in Australia in sapphire and then made into jewellery, so they're special in that way. Another pair of earrings that are special to me that are not in any way expensive, this pair here. I brought this pair when I was first dating my husband, so it would have been 27 years ago. And I've still got them, and I still love them, I still wear them. And I love that sort of crystal-y kind of look. So those are some special ones to me. Another pair that are really old. And I'm trying to remember, I think my sister gave these to me as a present. And I can't hold them properly. They've got little tiny blue flowers on them. So I got these in my teens as well as a birthday present. So as you can see, I keep my earrings for a long time. That's why I have so many, because I don't throw stuff out. Also got going away on holiday. So things like these little dolphin ones, and I have a bracelet that goes with it, if I can hold it up. Little dolphin ones. They've got power shell in them, and I got those while on holiday in my teens with my mum and dad. So we went on holiday, and I've got a few things from different holidays and things. And And here is another pair that I brought while Paul and I were dating. These ones, for some reason, remind me of wizards and dragons and things, and I always think if I could find like a dragon necklace that had those kind of colours in them, I would buy it to go with those, but I've never actually seen one as yet to go with it. And when I was early 20s, I think it was, yeah, early 20s, my parents used to do the craft stall, yeah. But my parents used to do a craft stall, and my mum used to make dolls. My mum and dad both make dolls, and did sewing, and mum used to do quilts, and I used to help out on the stall quite a lot. So I'd go and, you know, sit on the stall and let them go and have lunch or whatever. And while I was there, because I was there so often, I made some quite good friends there, and there were some that made earrings, and one of the ones that made earrings, and I brought this little set from, so it's got a bracelet and a little brooch, and it's got some earrings as well, if I can hold them up. These are done with cross stitch, so these are teeny tiny cross stitch earrings. So I keep those in the little container that I got them from. So it says 42 stitches to 1 inch, hand embroidered in New Zealand. And I was in a very romantic kind of phase at that time in terms of how I dressed, and I had made myself, because that was when I was doing a lot of my own sewing, and I made myself this really old-fashioned looking dress with lace and flowers, and these just went perfectly with that, and so I had brought those there, so they were special because of that reason. And also I'd become quite friendly with someone who did stained glass at there as well, because you saw the same people over and over, and so I brought these little fish which are stained glass, so those are from way back then as well. And then more recently, since we've been up where we live now, which we've been here 11 years now, but we've been in the area for just over 20, because, well, it's probably about like 25 now, 25 years. So they have a craft show up here, and when it first started, Mum and Dad were still doing that, so I used to go up and help there, and you'd get to know the people and things, just like up in Auckland where I used to live, where I bought the other things. And so this pair that I'm wearing now was handmade by some people there at the time, and what they would do is the old copper hot water cylinders, they used to make things out of those, so they would do big planter boxes and stuff, and one of the things they had were these copper earrings, so I got a pair of those. And there was another lady there that makes earrings herself, and she makes this kind, so these kind of earrings, and she does necklaces that match. And so every year I would get a different colour, so I've got green and I've got blue and I've got pink and I've got purple and I've got I think the first pair I brought were the orange ones, and because she knew us and that, she gave me the little round ones that went with it, and it had the little necklace that goes with it. So she made those herself, and she came back year after year, and I bought new ones every year. I've actually got rainbow ones in here somewhere. So this is the rainbow ones. the rainbow. Oh, I wonder where I've put the earrings. There's the rainbow necklace. I've got earrings to match those, but they're not in there, so I'm not quite sure where I put those. And then I've got blue ones. And she's actually doing classes now on how to make them yourself. And you go, she doesn't sell them as a set, you go in and you pick which necklaces and which earrings you want to go together. And so they've got sentimental value because they come from someone I know who made them. Another pair of earrings that I've inherited from my sister are these jade ones. So these are very New Zealand based because they're made of jade, so they're special because they're from her. Now, and another thing that I've got is my mum. Hang on, I'll see if I can find it. Yeah. And some other earrings that I've got are special are, at one stage, would have been in my late teens, I think, my mum started doing polishing her own rocks. And so these aren't exactly the same because they're very unique. In that she would polish the rocks in one of those tumblers, and then you would pick out as close as you could get and make jewellery out of them. So those were special because my mum actually polished those rocks up. And I've got these ones here in my red box because they come with a very special necklace, and I don't want to hang my necklace up because it is made out of glass and I'm worried it will break. So this is the necklace, and I got the earrings to match it, and this was again from the craft stall people. So I keep those in its little box that it came in, but I keep forgetting to wear it because it's in a separate box. So I have now I've got my red earrings here, and I've put them in my box of red earrings so that I can remember to actually wear them. So when I see the earrings, I'll remember to wear the necklace. That's the idea anyway. Now, most of my earrings are not expensive. I don't have a lot of expensive earrings, and I'm lucky enough that I can get away with wearing metal that is cheap, so that I can get lots of costume jewellery type ones. So my most expensive pair of earrings are not that expensive, and I only got them recently because I wanted a green pair of earrings at the time and I couldn't find what I wanted. Are these ones here. So these were actually brought at the jeweller, but they're not that expensive. I think they were $50, whereas most of my other earrings are a lot cheaper than that. And my trend has been, when I first started wearing earrings, I only wore studs, and then gradually little dangly ones, and I'd wear dangly ones all the time, but not huge. They were more kind of delicate. And then now I've just got big huge earrings because now apparently I love big earrings and they make an impact, especially since I've been on YouTube. It's like, oh, this will look good on camera, and because all you see of me is kind of this area up. So that is my earring collection. So I have many earrings, some of them very precious to me, not because they're expensive but because they're sentimental. And I get really annoyed if I lose any of them. I look after them very well, and I always take them out at night and put them away again straight away so that I don't lose anything. So I hope you enjoyed having a quick look at my earring collection, and please go and visit Queenie and have a look at her earring collection too. I'm very curious to see what hers looks like. I said to her when I suggested, oh, do you want to do it with me? And then I said, how many pairs of earrings do you have? Because I don't want to be embarrassed by having so many, but then I've been collecting them for years and years. And I don't throw any of them out, I keep all of them. Don't judge me for all my earrings. I got extra holes so I could wear more. It's just a fun part of getting dressed up and choosing what to wear and doing my makeup and figuring out the earrings that are going to go with what I'm wearing and my makeup. It's just something that I enjoy doing. So thank you for watching. Go and check Queenie out, and I will link her down below so that you can follow her and have some earring fun. So thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you next time. Bye.